No, I was disappointed with Guan Eng that he did not answer the questions. For example, like Chor asked him, how do you fulfill your pledges of abolishing toll, giving people $4,000 and abolishing the PTPTN loan? And Chor rightly pointed out it's about 190 billion to 230 billion, which is 1 year's revenue. So he just brushed it off and say, oh, he read the wrong jingle book, which is not true. The jingle book is there. I mean, that's not the way to debate. That's not fair. He must tell us the source of revenue. That's right. His main question was source of revenue.
You didn't also answer.
So but he's not answering that question, which is not fair.
Donations collected.
And the other thing is unfair is that when he hit the MCA ministers when they know that they have no chance to go up and reply. That is very unethical in debate. Normally we don't do that. You understand? That's not the norm. In debate, we talk about what I say, I rebut what you say. You cannot come up with a prepared text and read what you want to say. That's no more debate. That's like giving a ceramah. That's not fair.
So you're claiming that he instead of debate, he is like a reading text.
No, I won't say he's reading text. He should rebut what I say. My ubah. He should rebut why Penang GDP actually went down by 1.8%. That was a good opportunity for him to rebut.
Isn't that the MCA minister have you to stand in for their defense?
No. Cannot.
You can't defend
No, I cannot say I cannot defend. I don't even know their ministry. I'm not a know-all. The ministry have their own function and work.
But isn't that they report to you also?
No, they don't report to me about ministry now. That's very wrong. So if I were to hear all the ministers and deputy ministers, I spend nothing by hearing their report. And some of the things cannot be reported to me. It's their ministry's confidential thing, of which I am not a privileged to know.
YB Guan Eng said that either MCA or Gan Pian Ru or you should repeat what said outside the house or retract and apologize to Betty, YB Betty and Malaysians.
Why should I apologize? I never say anything. I say that he's just trying to divert attention. The person who have to reply is him and Betty, not me. I got nothing to do with him, Betty, and whoever is the woman involved. What has that got to do with me?
So nothing wrong from MCA lah.
No, I didn't say there's nothing wrong. The question is, why should I apologize when he asked me to apologize?
Jadi Datuk Seri ada di pihak MCA, adakah Datuk Seri bercadang mengeluarkan arahan kepada MCA, ahli MCA agar tidak mempanjangkan isu ini?
Kita tak ada. Yang memanjangkan isu ini ialah Lim Guan Eng dan isterinya. Kerana dia kaitkan semua orang. Dari peringkat permulaan dia ini satu soalan dalam Dewan. Akhirnya dia bawa saya masuk dan Perdana Menteri pun dibawa masuk pun.
East Chua Soi Lek, that he should get direct, either he himself or Gan Tian Du should repeat outside the house so that we can go to court and let the court decide who is telling the truth. As I said, this is a smear campaign, despicable and disgusting smear campaign. You go for me, okay, why you want to go for my wife? That she hit people. You know, the Chinese expression says that 打是疼，骂是爱. But she never hit me, so I don't know, maybe she doesn't love me that much. So the fact is she didn't hit me. She didn't hit anyone in a life except 管教孩子就不一样啊。Except children sometimes you just got to discipline a little bit. But she has never assaulted anyone. Why you go for my wife? You know, before that my children, my 15-year-old son kena. You remember that story, isn't it? You go for my son, you go for my wife, you want to go for me. I mean, I very, very angry. This is a smear campaign by MCA. And remember that when Chua Soi Ling has his sex videotape, I never brought this matter in Parliament. I never abused parliamentary privilege to abuse or to attack Chua Soi Ling. We never do that. Even though we admitted that, the one who did that was his own MCA leaders during the MCA crisis, but never DAP leaders. We stayed away. Now, how can you do this to us, especially when you know it is a lie?
MalaysiaKini.com.
Malaysia Kini.
For the Malaysia Kini.